offense ready to get their next drive underway. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 46-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Rodgers. That's complete to his running back, Kamara.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another first down at the Colts 19. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
They run it again with Kamara. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through and picking up first downs.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now they'll throw with Rodgers to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now? He holds it in. Valdez-Scantling for the Packers touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point by Carlson, up and good, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Terrific running there to start the drive as that's going to go for 15 and a quick first down as well. That one for Indianapolis resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Out of the gun, Brissett. Catch made here by Campbell. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Brissett now. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Brissett.
Throw the ball. Oh, my God.
And down he goes. Kenny Clark able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Mike, 53. 50. Let's go. Alert 3. Alert 3. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. That's it.
It's 3rd and long for Brissett. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 19. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. They'll run it now out of the gun. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Check. 42's the mic. Check. 42's the mic. Ready?
Here's Brissett. Campbell making the catch. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
I mean, he got that. Hopefully he's in the right. Hopefully he's in the right.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Again, it's Kamara. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Hey, echo.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Hey, you block over here. Hey, box truck.
Back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Justin Houston. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And Adams has it complete. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another first down at the Colts' 45-yard line. Rodgers now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Rodgers on target to Valdez-Scantling. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. That's complete into the hands of Myers. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Looking to throw again on second down. Rodgers, and he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a first down on a gain of 10. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know.
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
3 bucks. Check.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
That's caught by Treadwell. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 34-yard line.
2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. Now a handoff here to his running back. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9, and it'll be back to a 3rd and 3.
A 9-yard gain on the play, and it's 3rd down.
So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and never an easy thing to do, no matter how good Green Bay is, what the year is, to come into Lambeau and get the victory, but they did it.
You're not just battling the team that you're playing that day. You're not just battling the crowd that's in attendance in that game. You're battling the history of the franchise. You're battling the ghosts that swirl around that place.